Right, number one being the carryover from last time. Uh, One thing to remember, if you need to, repeat any bar that you're having trouble with. Or like, I don't remember if it was this one, maybe in this one. But let's say like you're having trouble sticking that ending and you get that extra open string ringing out. Just loop that until you get comfortable with it, feeling confident, and making everything sound correct. And just doing stuff like this because of the string changes and the increased risk of hearing things we don't want, such as two notes ringing out together. Just stay with that bar and get that technique down, make it sound nice and crisp. That's a big part of playing this metal genre, especially nowadays. We want all the notes to be as clear as possible, eliminate excess noise as much as we can. All right, number two, working in that D Mixolydian scale shape, 60 beats per minute. I should probably review this first. All right, here we go. 61, 2, 3, 4, 1. One, two, three, four. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. I'm second guessing myself. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Started picking hard there at the end. All right, number three. Working the top half of that. The D Mixolydian shape there. All right, but because we're starting with a G and ending on a G, technically this is G Ionian. Technically. All right, 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. I'm using a chord arpeggio in here. Have you found the arpeggio, and what is it? 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, man, that was terrible. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just I can't get enough of this damn whammy bar now. It's so much fun to fiddle around with. Okay, let's see. What was the next thing? Yes. Just getting familiar with these. I believe I mentioned like using it for improv. Any of the scales, or any of the scales, of course. But any of the chords and arpeggios that we've done so far, a good idea. Incorporate that into improv just to try some things out, or maybe write something with it. So although we are starting to work with the key of G for like memorizing the scales and whatnot, just to keep things simple with the theory, when we get into the arpeggios and basically stuff like this, we just keep it in the key of C. Feel like it's a little bit easier to learn that way because we just expand upon what we've done already. But once you get those shapes down, when you understand the different positions and whatnot, just move it into the new key anywhere that you want. So what I recommend, like as far as like going up and down these things, maybe play each arpeggio like 4 times, or at least twice before you move on to the next one. Something like that. Of course, you could just but it gives your hand less time to get familiar with the pattern. So doing it multiple times can work. Even just, I need to put these. I think I do have a drum track up. I do. Hang on a second. I need to get more up. Let me see. Mile High Shred drum track. There it is. 200 beats per minute though. A friend of mine mixed it. But like something like this. Just having fun with, making stuff up with these. And use some of those triads as well. That wasn't one of the shapes. Anyway. Send that over. You can fiddle with it. Or just like find other drum tracks and whatnot you can play over, or backing tracks with, guitar and everything. Yeah, I find that fiddling around, just making stuff up with those kind of things, taking the new shapes and the new chords, new arpeggios, and just have fun making stuff up. It's a great way to learn these things. Instead of just going up and down, up and down. Just like with the scales. You get the scale, do something with it. Just have fun with it. Anyway, I think that covers everything. So, any questions, let me know. I'll see you again next week.